Welcome back to Sleepover. My name is Daniel Cabral.
I'm Vince Caldera.
I'm Luis Lemos.
And after such a long break, we're finally back with Season 2, baby.
It's this is the beginning of a new era, right?
And yeah, man, this is the Apocalypto, a new beginning.
For some people, Season 2 is actually a lot better than Season 1, you know?
I was actually just thinking of how many bad Season 2s there were.
Yeah, well, we're talking about the good one.
Oh, my
Okay.
God.
Yeah.
There's Season 1, people were like, yeah, don't watch, just skip the first season and go to the next season.
Oh, there are some shows like that.
Yeah,
The Office, Michael has bad hair.
Yeah.
Lewis had bad hair. No, I'm just kidding. Lewis, I like the hat. Where's the hat at? You're not wearing a hat for the
Dodger
first
hat?
Hat Lewis is like an undercover guy.
Yeah.
Like you're just like going in and trying to find things
I've
that are
actually
wrong
been
with.
undercover since the 4th grade, since I met you, to try and finally get Vince Caldera.
Yeah, dude, you're like an ISIS or something.
We're gonna get Vince Caldera eventually, man.
Yeah, dude.
We're gonna get him.
This guy's got secrets.
It's
that-
like how they got Al Capone, like the IRS got Al Capone. It wasn't anyone else for any of the other crimes. We're gonna get Vince for something
Yeah,
eventually.
Yeah, I'm
they-
a part of like a scam, like a pyramid scheme, right?
They're both gonna get the same, like IRS.
Princess House is the pyramid scheme.
What's Princess House?
Did you guys never do Princess House?
No, what is
It's
that?
like
it's like glassware and stuff
yeah,
like that,
exactly.
right?
Yeah,
Like
Mexican
similar to
ladies
Avon.
sell that shit. Yeah.
similar to Avon.
You sold
yeah,
that
yeah.
shit?
No, my family did. My mom and my aunt did.
I don't know
Yeah.
what it is
dude.
about Latinas selling shit. Like that's all
They'd have like events too, where like they'd invite family over and then they'd try and sell all the wares.
That shit's
It's
so-
weird because like glass is like I think it sells itself. It's like you either put something in it or you don't, right?
Yeah.
It's like slippers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Put them on, and if they don't fit, you're not the run.
I think I thought about this too, but like with the slipper thing, it's like why don't you just describe what the woman looked like? Why do you have to look for someone's shoe?
It's
Right?
pretty weird that it's feet too.
Yeah, imagine like you go on a date and you're like, yeah, dude, like she wore some Converse. She's like a size 5. It's like, dude, what's she look like? What does she look like?
Like she was wearing the tightest Fashion Nova dress, but she was like,
Cinderella today, but like it's in a club in like West Hollywood or something, right?
Yeah, dude. Fun ass place, dude.
Yeah,
You guys have some experiences there.
Man, we had so much ground to cover. October was such an eventful month.
Yeah.
You know, I had a lot of fun planned out, and it turned out really bad. And for some of us, it turned out really, really good.
and pretty decent.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'd say pretty bad for me
Oh,
too. Yeah.
What happened with you? I want to hear how
You want-
bad. Because I said mine was kind of bad, and you're like pretty bad.
I worked to get into a specific program at school for an entire year, and I didn't get into it. So now
Okay.
I don't give a fuck about college anymore. I
Yeah.
want my entire college to burn down so I get a degree in anything.
Yeah.
What would you tell anybody that is young and is listening and they're like,
Oh,
all right,
don't go to college. It's a sham. I thought that when I was in high school and I didn't try. You know what? I was right back then.
Yeah. No, look.
Don't try, kids. That's my.
If you would have gotten into this program, you would have had to been waking up early all the time, and you work out at like 11 in the morning,
Yeah.
and you have to be on set at 6 a.m.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's like your future. You can't even wake up to like fucking run at 7.
To be honest, I don't even like the idea of waking up early. I'm just like, I don't know. I try to postpone things a lot.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah.
But I get
wait,
it,
you're
too.
an early fucking bird. Dude, we record this
But
shit at 9 a.m.
I like-
sometimes.
yeah.
After I work till 3 a.m.
I think it depends. All right.
Yeah.
All right. We're
Which is
comparing and
so
contrasting
rude.
stuff. Yeah.
That's how, yeah.
I like waking up early. It just depends on what I'm waking up for. If it's for work, I don't want to do it.
yeah,
You know.
Mhm.
But if it's like a project or like an event, like I wake up early to go to Disneyland.
Yeah,
right?
5 a.m.
5 a.m. I'll wake up early. I'm down for that. I will not sleep.
Nuts,
You know.
dude.
But if it's for work, I'm sorry.
You stepped on my toe.
Why don't you have shoes on?
Because some of you guys are like, why are you wearing shoes? You live here.
Anyway, yeah, it just depends on what
tell them the
thing
secrets,
is. Yeah, yeah, you can't see this. This is gonna be edited in post. Yeah.
Lewis, you didn't get into this program. I also did not get into this program.
Yeah, dude, you should feel bad about it too.
I did feel kind of bad, but you know what I mean. But you also get a second chance.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go for it.
Dick, that means you never really wanted to be in film. If somebody
my feeling
I
was
get
I got
that,
no
yeah.
feedback. I literally got help from my friend who went to USC Film School, and it did not fucking matter.
Yes.
So I don't feel like I'm gonna have a better shot the second time, especially when I submit in the semester where it's harder to get into.
The feedback, I will say, I wish they would have given us some feedback.
No
But
feedback.
if
They just say decline.
Vince, if somebody said that
When I was in high school,
Yeah.
they had this thing where if you didn't have enough credits to be in your grade, you know what they called you?
demote, right?
Demo, and that stood for being socially demoted, and that's how I fucking felt in college. Like, I just felt like a socially demoted
I
person.
see.
It just feels like
Yeah.
getting declined felt like that when I was in high school, you know?
We should make, because you feel bad when you get demoted in high school. At least you should.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should.
I know some people at Franklin that did not.
You shouldn't feel bad, but you know,
no, dude, like
it's-
ideally you should feel some type of shame because you fucked up. We
Yeah.
should bring we should bring demotes to real life.
To real life?
Yeah, dude. Like sometimes, like if somebody posts a tweet on their Instagram and and it gets like no love, they should become a demote. Like, bro,
You lose 100 followers.
you're a fucking super senior in the comedy scene.
Yeah.
You know?
I love
Oh,
that.
we know some fucking super seniors in the comedy scene.
You
for
know, when
sure.
somebody posts their tweet and then they don't post the likes, I'm like, bitch, I know what you're doing.
Oh yeah, hiding the who like this. Yeah.
Why are you hiding?
Oh my
Tell them
god.
the truth. But look, you didn't get events. If somebody said they decline you from stand up for the first time, you can't just give up because
Well, I mean, I actually did lose something, and then I mean, it's not gonna make me stop doing comedy, you know. Here's another thing
Oh, you
that,
did.
that someone,
You
that
took
someone
a-
mentioned.
Mhm.
Yeah, we can get into that part
Yeah.
later, but someone mentioned, when it came to like stand-up competitions, like for example, like Last Comic Standing, like they lost or something, but it usually ends up being the people that don't get the championship or whatever that come back and get greater opportunities.
Yeah.
You know?
Kevin Hart didn't get SNL.
He
And-
never got JFL.
Yeah, and he's more famous than all of these foods.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I think that
Or rather,
Well,
I think
my thing with getting declined with a film option is now I want to do film out of spite.
that's okay.
Yeah,
Kind of
then
good.
do that.
yeah.
Yeah, it's kind
I
of.
do most stuff out of spite though.
Yes.
Here's what I don't like about gatekeepers is, and I think I've said this before.
I heard it really wrong at the very
What'd
beginning.
you hear?
I
What'd
thought
you
you were
hear?
gonna say gay people.
Yeah.
I was like,
Okay.
I was like, all right.
You need
What
to
I
really
said-
you need to accentuate that T, Vince,
Yeah,
please.
look. I've had a long flight. Okay, gatekeepers. Yeah, and if you go back 10 seconds, you'll see what I said. But gatekeepers is what I said. Is that they feel like they can dictate what cool is, and they've never
Dictate.
been cool in their entire life.
Yeah.
And it's like just make the things that you want to create.
Yeah,
Then
dude.
people will recognize how good you are.
How you gonna hate from outside the club? You can't even get in.
Yeah,
the
that's true.
security guard is also.
Steven Spielberg said that.
Yeah, he did. And Michael Clark Duncan was the guy keeping him outside the club. You know?
Yeah.
I don't
Night at the
know.
Roxbury, he was the door guy.
Oh, I don't remember him in Night at the Roxbury at all.
Fuck it.
I
You
didn't
got-
like that movie.
Really?
Yeah,
I liked
it was
it.
like an SNL
Yeah.
type of movie, right?
Honestly, one of my favorite comedies ever.
Yeah.
I fucking
we can tell.
that shit, dude. I remember I was going out with this girl in high school once, right? And I heard that she liked A Night at the Roxbury. I'm like, when you're in high school, you're like, she likes the weird shit that I'm into. She must be
yeah.
the one. Wow,
She's the
she likes
one.
One Piece. Oh my god, she's the
I
one.
haven't found one of those. Haven't found one of those.
But then I was watching the movie with her, and then she's like, "Oh yeah, I actually like it ironically. Like it's such a dumb movie." And I was like,
And your heart shatters into a million
I was like, "What do you mean? Like it's
pieces 'cause
dumb
you're
funny, like me, right? Like I'm dumb. I'm so dumb, but it's funny." And she's like, "No, it's just stupid. I don't know how people could like this." And I was like, "How
like,
could you
I
do this?"
I
to
like
me?
you less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's really funny.
Women are bad. No.
That's the clip
you
right
hate
there.
gay people. I hate women.
Oh my
I'm
god.
just kidding. I'm
Yeah.
just kidding. Look,
No,
but
exactly.
my-
Yeah.
Who do I hate?
Oh, everything.
Yeah, I guess so.
And everyone.
Yeah. But if somebody, if
I am the Grinch.
Mm.
Fuck.
You are the literal
I am the
Grinch.
Grinch.
You
Yeah.
should dress up as the
Except
Grinch.
I do like Christmas a lot.
Yeah.
That's
I
crazy.
do. I go all out for Christmas. I like buying gifts.
Yeah.
Because you like making people feel bad when they don't get you something in return. I've heard this guy say
That's
this.
always very fun
That
to
is
do
pretty
for
funny.
sure.
But it's cool when somebody doesn't have shame. They're like, "Oh, just thanks for the gift." They just dip out.
Oh yeah, somebody, huh? So somebody doesn't have any shame.
You know me,
That's
dude.
funny.
But look, if somebody tells you no, that doesn't mean like, all right, fucking give up. Everybody gets rejected.
Yeah, that's
Shooter.
true.
The thing about shooters is shooters shoot. You miss one, you keep shooting. You can still make it. It's still a good school, and it's relatively cheap. It's not fucking like the other film schools. It's still.
I feel like stand-up
Yeah.
is kind of like prepared people for getting rejected a
Mhm.
lot, because you're gonna get no's a lot of the time. I mean, there's people that have left me on red. There's people that have rejected me from festivals.
I'm
and
good
stuff
because
like
it makes
that.
me feel better because you do that shit to me all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, Vince is the only person that I know that's close that didn't tell me happy birthday. It's crazy.
Oh, you didn't say it?
I didn't get to
actually
tell you
thought it
happy
was the next
birthday.
day, so I didn't text
No,
him all
you
day.
saw me in person,
Yeah.
though, but yeah, Vince,
Yeah.
I was like, my birthday gift's for you to win, and you're just like, you just like sent a heart.
Yeah. Well, I mean, happy birthday.
Did
Did it hurt you? Like, did it honestly hurt you? I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to do that.
not
You
I
could
had-
have taken a Denny's.
I'm not
Yeah.
even kidding. I had a lot on my mind that day. 'Cause
Uh-huh.
I think I lost that day, which is fine.
It's
but
cool
yeah.
to lose sometimes.
Yeah, and I mean it was fine. It's such a pleasure to meet everybody. Everybody's so funny and talented. But they did mention that like sometimes Latinos keep each other from like getting opportunities, but like they're
What?
acknowledging that
Mhm.
and saying like this is the time to like fix that.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
you have to support one another. I think it's so important. A lot of people don't like to do that.
Mm-hmm. This guy, he's like,
And I look right at you. I'm like, hey, dude.
I'll plead the fifth.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'll plead the fifth on that.
Do you feel like you pick and choose who you want to help sometimes? Like in all honesty, do you feel like you ever do that?
I don't know. There's definitely people where I see them and I don't feel any type of way. Where I'm just like, I don't care, so I don't really think about them. And then there's people where I do really like them. I'm like, yeah, I hope they get shit. You
I
know?
guess it's because of like the relationship, right? Like if you don't know someone, you're not invested in that person,
Yeah.
right? You might not. I get that.
If somebody's a cool dude, then I'm like, I hope they make it.
I think it's if someone has like and I'll use quotation marks, the courage to ask you for something or for help, then that's a person that you can help out.
That's great. 'Cause Lewis is the most courageous person I've ever met because he's always asking me for a ride. And Lewis, I want to thank you for your service. You're brave, man.
My
I'll
God.
never offer you gas money.
It's Lewis.
So funny.
Lewis with the fucking flags by fathers just raising.
No gasoline, $10
Yeah,
a gallon, but can you drive me to this place?
He's raising the gas prices. That's my boy, though. But
I love it,
I
man.
didn't get into that shit either. It hurt for a little bit, it definitely. And also just not liking being on set. You weren't gonna like being on set.
Yeah.
You were gonna hate it.
But I think it's also good is that you realize this now, because otherwise you would pursue something and you'd get it and everything, and then you're like, oh, this actually isn't for me, and then
Yeah.
you waste so much time in that as
Yeah.
well.
But yeah, there's so many options still, dude.
Name a time you've been rejected in the comments. I
Yeah, dude.
like to hear that.
Mhm. I love rejection, dude.
Yeah, dude.
No, nobody likes rejection. Baseball prepared me for rejection. You fail like 70% of the time and only a good 30% of the time.
Yeah,
and you're
sometimes you
considered
miss the
great.
home plate.
Yeah, sometimes in front of everybody.
Yeah.
It's all part of the game, though. It's all about putting on a show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sometimes people can reject you, and that's
Yeah, and
also.
the show you put on was the bench warmer, so Daniel.
Wait, what? You're stupid. I love that movie's funny. What was I gonna say, Vince? You
Yeah.
reject people a lot, I think, right?
What do you mean? By that?
When's the last time you rejected somebody?
In what sense? Like what? Like I said
Man.
no to somebody or what?
Yeah, no, like somebody was like, "What's up?" and you're just like hit them with a curve.
Oh man, I'm trying to think of a time, but like
You do say yes. Are you a yes guy? You say yes to a lot of things.
I say yes to things because I do like helping people, but I do sometimes forget to respond to messages. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll ask people, yes, I'll help you, but remind me in 2 days or remind me in
Oh,
this.
yeah, I see,
I
I
don't
see.
seem like I said yes and just left them to like die for it or whatever.
Lewis, you are a man who you reject people a lot.
I guess so.
Man, I love. I can't say no.
You know who can I get into this topic?
Okay.
You know who's been really rejected a lot by the people is Papa John's.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was trying to guess. I was gonna say Travis Scott, Kyle Rittenhouse. Or
Oh, we can get into all those
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
Papa John's.
Maybe not.
No, we can.
Maybe not all those topics.
This
Yeah.
comic. I'm sorry, I don't want to derail the whole thing. This comic did a joke at the Chatterbox last night.
Yeah.
And the joke was basically how Kyle was fake crying, and as a mother, his mom should have slapped him because she was fucking for doing all that shit. I'm like, dumbass. She drove him across the state.
Yeah, to go
Yeah.
do it. Yeah.
And I'm like, watch the fucking news so you could make a better joke.
Yeah, I think you should inform yourself on the thing you're talking about.
Yeah, if you're gonna make the shit about it, that's like what I found out recently. I don't know if you heard this, but
Yeah.
more people died at Astro World than at Jurassic World.
Honestly, okay, so how many people have died at Jurassic World?
At Jurassic World, less than 9.
You can count on
Honestly,
hands.
Dan,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
for sure over 20.
Maybe.
You should have said Jurassic Park because I counted that up, and that's for sure less
Yeah,
than
it's for
8.
sure less,
Yeah.
but then the joke doesn't sound as funny because the world, you know what I mean?
Oh, because the world.
World,
Yeah,
world.
yeah.
But also,
This is the process.
It's
you
just
guys.
factually inaccurate.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Look, here's the thing. Here-
No one at Astro got
me-
eaten by a fucking pterodon, like the fucking water creature
yeah, but
shit.
the people at Astro literally went through a fucking portal to hell because of Lucifer.
Dude, seeing all those conspiracies about Travis Scott opening up a portal to hell is like fucking insane.
This was literally Aku. Like, once long ago in a distant land, I love flame.
R.I.P. that voice actor.
Mako or something like that. Mako or Mako?
He's also did Uncle Iroh in
Yeah.
Avatar
And
last time.
Avatar,
Yeah.
Cool ass dude. But okay, 9 people have confirmed died.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they're covering up other shit. 3, like, I think there's more
For
deaths.
sure, there's more things. What I think is with like merch for that day though. I think that any T-shirts from that event in like particular will be a lot of money.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
But that's gonna be like crazy concert memorabilia, whether or not it's like
Yeah.
burdened by all the
So many people
awful.
were pissed off at Travis Scott, but legit, no one's gonna resell his shit right now. Like they know to hold on to it.
Well, and everybody who is selling their stuff for like a low price or just getting rid of it, I think is going to regret it because I think that'll be worth more, which is crazy because controversy actually makes things more valuable sometimes.
100%.
There's those Magic the Gathering cards that I have that are racist that I bought them.
Wait, what?
I have one racist Magic the Gathering card, and on the card art, it's a bunch of Ku Klux Klanmen. It's a blue card, and
Well,
when
just say the name of the card. The
it's
name of the card
it's called Invoke Prejudice, and
which
the
is already racist.
which is
yeah.
already racist. The power that it has on the card though is really overpowered. I bought it for $200.
Wait,
and then,
wait. I'm sorry, you're moving really fast.
Yeah.
So Magic the Gathering is a game that's just about magic and shit like that. Why is there a racist card?
Because they get different artists for every single card, and that artist in particular was a racist, and he incorporated it into the art, and no one really noticed. But
Yeah.
I'll pull it up right
All
now.
right, let me pull up this shit.
I'll keep talking.
Okay.
I got it to add to my deck because it's a blue-black deck, and I got it for $200 after all this stuff happened last year with Black Lives Matter. It actually got banned.
That's racist.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's like, if you guys can't see, but he basically is wearing a clan hood. This looks more powerful than a Blue Eyes White Dragon, honestly.
It's a really powerful card.
Only 4?
Yeah, only 4
Wow.
or 4 blue. And then it counters any spell that doesn't have the same color as you. That's so funny.
I don't leave my private open like your
For those of you who didn't see, he was on his browser, and then Daniel clicked out and checked his private tab to see if he had pornography or something.
I'm not an idiot who leaves 100 tabs open on my private.
Oh my god, yeah. That's crazy, dude.
Bro, I don't care.
When we went to the Clippers game, Daniel's girlfriend had his phone, and Daniel's like, I pray to God she doesn't click on the private tab.
I'll be like, don't do it. There's kids here.
That's so funny.
My phone on the private tab is like the Wild West. That's just like a dirty saloon.
My god, yeah.
Let's get into this, dude.
Yeah. So I bought the card. It went up in value. Graded, it's like $2,000.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's
So,
more.
yeah, pretty crazy.
Yeah, Woodstock 99 shirts are probably a lot.
Yep.
I'd assume. And you know what I mean?
There's a hockey team called the Trashers that was like a minor league hockey team, but their jerseys are like upwards of thousands of dollars.
Wow.
The kid who ran it was partial inspiration for The Sopranos.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it was run by like a mob boss and
Oh,
like his
gotcha.
kid. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Did he do something like why is the
No, they were
name-
just mob people that
Oh.
owned like a garbage business.
Uh-huh. Oh,
and they were
gotcha.
using that money to operate the hockey
yeah,
team and
that's-
everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
Tony's in waste management.
Yeah, that's all he is, dude.
I think since we last recorded, Vince might have watched all The Sopranos.
I did, yeah. I watched all
That
The
is
Sopranos.
fucking crazy.
Damn, dude. Yeah, my world has just been opened up and everything.
It's something I always wanted to happen. I always wanted you to watch The Sopranos.
Yeah, and
I never wanted this life for him.
it's a funny show. I like it.
It is hilarious,
I like
right?
Paulie a lot.
It's funny how we're all Krista.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That fucking nose of his, dude. That camel nose.
Such a great show, man.
Man, the movie. Whatever
I
happened
like
there?
Many Cents.
Just what a fucking.
I like Many Cents.
I literally left Vince's show early. I missed Chris Estrada's set to watch that piece of shit. I was like,
I liked it, but it just gave away a lot at the beginning.
oh yeah. Why don't narrate a movie? Don't
With a person who's
Yeah, that's in hell. That's what did I say? Shit. Christopher's in hell. Right
Yep.
in the beginning of the movie, he's narrating from hell, and then you hear like Mahatma Gandhi in the background too, like all these other people, famous people in hell.
I think it's so fun. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
All that whole storyline was crazy. It made me love everything about it.
Yeah, that shit was.
It made me think about going to therapy.
That was the Vegas thing. Wait, the Sopranos or the movie?
The
Can you talk into the mic, please?
Sopranos.
Thank you. Why, don't hold it like
Honestly,
that.
when we went to New York and we took the Sopranos tour, like, I'll hear from people who lived in New Jersey, they're like, that place is a shithole. And I went there, and it just reminded me so much of a specific type of America, you know? Like,
Yeah.
it felt so blue-collar, and just seeing the landscape of it, I'm just like, I really, really fucked with it. Like, it just felt like the perfect form of America for me. Like, it sounds weird to say, but it just felt like very old-timey, but still very, like, rustic. Like, I don't know what
Yeah.
it was about that area.
I could see that a lot. LA is very, like, the more I travel, the more I realize LA is unlike any other place.
Yeah.
Because everybody's trying to be famous.
Yeah, and they're a little bit nicer, but not like in a genuine way.
Yeah, everyone's like saying stuff to move ahead, but not really to live.
And you can kind of tell in the person that's like talking to you, like what their motives are.
Every time I talk to you, I'm like, what is Vince plotting right
You're
now?
so stupid.
What is he plotting, man?
You're crazy.
It's great. So
We're eating breakfast, and Vince is like, so what are you booked on, huh?
Oh,
Who books
God.
that?
I've never said that ever in a
Yeah, because I've
conversation.
never been booked.
Yeah.
Wow.
They call Vince.
We'll get you booked.
They
man.
call Vince the industry baby. He's like Little Nas X. You know,
I
just
wish
wanna-
that was true.
I just want to be Jack Harlow so bad.
Jack Harlow's so great, man.
He's so funny. I like that. Lewis is gonna.
I
be
like to meet
you know
him.
how I feel about white rappers and fucking.
Yeah.
I like some white rappers. I think Jer might be white.
Who?
He's in Suicide Boys.
I don't like anything about that.
Suicide Boys, like I feel like I wouldn't want to hang out with anybody that's a fan of Suicide Boys.
Suicide Boys? I'd rather listen to the fucking Island Boys.
Yeah, dude. Hey, and they don't even think about suicide. They're so happy all the time.
Those guys look just... No, Jerem's black.
Yeah, okay, he's a black man. A lot has happened recently, though. So let's...
What do you want to navigate this into?
Cacti on this podcast.
Yeah. We've supported cacti.
We've supported cacti. You had a Travis Scott cutout. Your siblings love Travis Scott. You got your sister wasted on cacti.
Yeah. No, that's not true. I let her try it.
Okay. And you opened up a gateway
How many
drug.
Travis Scott shoes have you owned?
I've owned the Travis Scott 4s, the Air Maxes, the Air Force 1s. I've owned... I think another pair. I'm forgetting what it was. Oh, the other Air Force Ones.
So
I'm only down to one.
You've owned about like 5 pairs of Travis Scott shoes. But can you even imagine what it's like to walk a day in that man's shoes?
Shit, not right now. I wouldn't even want to be Travis Scott.
Yeah. It's definitely not lit. It's much more of a dystopia than a utopia.
Straight up, dude.
Straight up, man.
Straight up.
That's crazy. 9-year-olds were at that concert. I don't think that 9-year-olds should be at any concert.
I think that 9-year-olds could go to concerts. I think it just depends on the vibe and the performers of the concert. Because Tyler, the Creator, has Camp Flog now, and that's an all-ages event, and that's really well operated.
Okay, for sure.
It's done really well.
It's well. Also, one of the reasons I don't go is because I don't like Odd Future, but I don't like all-ages events. I don't like it. I want to be. Everybody should be 18 plus at shit like that.
I think I can like agree and disagree. I think it's like when you know like that the talent there is to introduce people to like a world of like creativity and everything. I think that's awesome.
Yep.
And you should do that. But when you look at like the two different lineups, like what Tyler the Creator would have versus Astroworld, everybody on Astroworld I think is like more aggressive or like a certain kind of rap. You know.
Earth, Wind, Fire is
Chief
crazy.
Keef on that lineup?
I don't know.
I don't know who was day one, but I know day 2 had like Bad Bunny and like Earth, Wind, and Fire and like some shit like that. But yeah, for sure, Travis Scott, his shit's all about rage.
Yeah, Ragers. Isn't that a thing that Kid Cudi came up with?
Mr. Rager?
Yeah, like raging and
something
stuff
like that.
I'm not a big Cudi fan.
Yeah, Cudi's always depressed, but shout out to him. But
I can appreciate what he's done. Yeah,
I could appreciate it. But 9-year-olds should not be at a Travis Scott concert. Can we agree on that?
But I think it also has to do because of like the marketing and stuff like that. Because people have introduced Travis Scott into the world of Fortnite and things like that.
Absolutely,
so that's what the kids know him from.
Yes.
And I think that they're really aware that kids are going to want to go to Astroworld because they know him from Fortnite, and he's had a Fortnite concert during the pandemic and had some. I think it's the most successful Fortnite concert they've ever had.
Yeah.
How many? Listen. There's been Ariana Grande.
Okay.
There's been Travis Scott, and there was another guy, a DJ.
Hey, way more dangerous shit has happened at Ariana Grande concerts.
Well, that wasn't her fault though. That wasn't her fault though.
I mean, you know what? Like, we're gonna blame Travis. Let's blame. No, I'm just kidding. That's fucked up. Wait. So who else is in the?
It's a DJ. I forgot who it was.
You know, it's crazy. Like, people died at his what do you call it? At his real Astroworld concert, and I'm sure some people were fucking killed and teabagged in Fortnite. You know what I mean? This shit's crazy. It's out of pocket.
Only one person survives in the Fortnite game.
Really?
Yeah.
And it was Travis.
It's a battle royale.
Yeah, battle royale.
Damn,
that's
dude.
true.
But yeah, if you're a dad, please tell me you're not going to take your 9-year-old to Astroworld.
Oh, Vince is for sure taking his kid to a...
I was almost going to take Benice to Astroworld.
Oh my god.
Because I wanted to go.
Yeah,
that's because I wanted to go, and I knew that I would supervise my kid. Which isn't to say like that the parents or anything are like responsible for it. It's just like they didn't know that was going to happen.
But the thing about those crowds are like they could happen at any time for the most part.
I mean, like, I went to an Odd Future concert when I was like 15, and my mom didn't want me to go, and it was crazy.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know, I think it's also one of those things where like it's like a moment in your life where your parents are kind of like letting you be independent.
Yeah, I get that. But Odd Future is not.
It's actually not Odd Future anymore. It's just Tyler.
Tyler, the Creator, is for sure. He's very different. He's more artistic. He's gay. He literally was going to stop the show because they were booing Drake, and they wouldn't even fucking stop the show because there was dead people at the Astroworld concert.
And Drake asked people if they wanted him to keep on going, and they said no, and he listened. He stopped the show.
I love a fucking guy that can consent.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, Drake really asked, and he's like, okay.
And they said no. Damn. And then he left the stage. That was it.
They're like, please stop the show, and he's like...
Oh.
Yeah. He's singing a spiritual. He's like,
I wonder if Kanye West would have done the same thing.
Who knows?
I don't know. My dad was just like, I don't want you to go to any of things like that. I'm like, look, dude, raves are so different. Like, people lose their phone at raves, and then what happens is, like, somebody will find it, they'll record themselves, and be like, hey, bro, I found your phone, and then they'll give it to the lost and found, and you have a message from this random person.
That's crazy.
I'm like, the vibe is so different.
And you do that to every phone you steal?
As a person who's got their phone stolen.
When you're making out with those guys and taking it out of their back pockets.
Exactly.
I mean, whatever. We can go back to the Astroworld thing later.
This is really quick. quick on that. Is like now though, my grandma knows who Travis Scott is, which is crazy.
Yeah,
And it's awful that she knows that who he is now because of the context of the recent events.
Yeah.
But now, like, whenever I show her like a concert lineup, like, you know, like you'll see Coachella or whatever, it'll be like in her mind it's like the scariest thing. It's like Satanas at the top, like Satan, El Cucuy, and then Travis Scott will always be Travis Scott, and then like La Llorona and stuff like that.
Yeah.
La chancla.
Yeah, opening up the thing. Yeah,
Dude, he really opened up a portal and shit like that.
people that have like conspiracies like that are so.
They're always anti-vax nurses. I swear
Yeah.
to God.
Oh,
Always
they
anti-vax.
said people were injecting people in the crowd. I don't know.
Yeah, dude. Fucking Fauci is going. He's going
Yeah,
crazy.
Dude. Yeah, dude. Fauci, dude. He was out there.
That shit was such a. They said that shit about like '90s raves too, and that was just false. They're just doing that because people don't want to accept that people just got crushed.
Yeah.
Like every time something crazy happened, like let's remember when Nipsey Hussle died.
Yeah.
People were making up theories that he was assassinated because he was revealing some secret about a doctor. I'm like, no, he just got killed on some street shit.
Yeah.
They said that about X, Nipsey. Who else died? Fucking.
I still remember hearing the rumors that Drake killed X.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because he released a song that like almost the same day or like the next day where it's like Jay-Z had a lyric about X dying and they're like, how did that happen so quick? You know?
How do you know? Yeah.
These guys can just write fast. Have you ever just?
That's also true too. I mean, back to back and all that sort of stuff was written like literally days after each other. You know,
it's crazy, dude.
I remember, was it? What disc was it? Where like Meek Mill had the disc already ready, like because he knew the song was already gonna come out.
What's that called? War? Something with war. Yeah, that shit was crazy. What a time to be alive, dude.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
I remember I was.
You're saying you wanted to pivot to something else.
What were we talking about?
I actually wanted to bring us something crazy that I know Daniel won't like.
All right.
Yeah, go for it.
You know what album I've been re-listening to a lot right now?
Which one?
Daytona.
Daytona.
Yeah.
Dude, that
thing's
album
really
is just
good.
fucking insane.
Yeah.
It was really good.
I remember how much hate you had for that album when it came out.
there's
Daniel.
there's some cool shit. I mean, I could respect Push, but where is he now though?
He's
Yeah.
still around. I mean, he's still making stuff.
What is he doing?
Right.
I haven't heard much from Push.
And you could say the same thing about Drake before he like made like the album.
Not
too.
really.
It had been years apart.
What are you talking about?
I mean, yeah.
This guy's a
No,
certified
he released
lover.
some.
Oh, but that was
He released the Fortnite album, or no, the TikTok album.
Yeah,
Why do you guys,
TikTok
why do you
album?
guys
Yeah,
call it a
that thing-
TikTok album?
people just use this stuff for like TikTok.
Yeah.
Wait, what do
Didn't
you
he
mean?
release an album specifically for dance videos
No,
or
it was
whatever?
like Tootsie Slide was like one throwaway song.
Damn,
It's the one that
I-
had like the
thank
the
God I forgot
Chicago
about
thing
Tootsie
and
That
Slide.
song's
everything
actually
like
cool
that,
because it's like a fucking song about like killing somebody and sending a hit, but it's like a dance song.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
I find it fucking sick. That's so dope.
Well, now he's promoting violence. Dude.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
look, man, it's all about promoting violence.
Yeah.
Look, Lewis woke up and what did he choose?
I chose violence.
He chose violence. You know?
Yeah.
This is the last ride I'm ever gonna take at Astro World. God. There's so much weird shit. That, like,
It's crazy the watch wasn't an Astroworld.
Yeah, they cut it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though it's like one of the craziest songs.
It
Yeah.
has like roller coaster sounds and stuff like that. People yelling and screaming.
Do you think? What do you think's gonna happen with this guy Travis Scott? I know that he's getting sued up like a lot.
I think it's gonna blow over eventually.
I
Just
think
until the
maybe.
next wild shit happens.
I think he's gonna try to do a big release of merchandise where all the proceeds will go to the victims. Because I think people will still buy his stuff.
Okay. I know he can't perform for a while.
He won't perform for a while. Utopia will be delayed maybe a year.
Damn, and people really wanted Utopia.
Yeah.
Wasn't he gonna drop 2 albums?
Yeah, it was called Utopia and then Zootopia.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a quick commercial break and then we'll be right back. Damn, we're really back with Sleepover.
Part
Astro
two,
World's
yeah.
crazy, but you know what else is going on?
What?
They got fucking fools crying on the stand.
Oh, Kyle Rittenhouse?
You're fucking boy, bro. I can't.
Yeah, dude. That's your friend, man.
You're so
Bro,
stupid.
how you gonna have an AR?
I think I was literally talking to both of you guys this week where I've thought about like owning a gun, but I would never actually shoot at it. Like I would never be able to shoot it at someone because I'm too afraid of going to jail afterwards.
What?
If I ever killed someone with a gun, I would go to jail immediately, and I would never want to go to jail.
You have a lawyer.
Oh, I think you told me that you would kill yourself if you were ever found out you would go to jail.
would never going
it's
to
just jail though.
That's
Fuck that.
What?
well,
dude.
jail isn't really that long. I mean, you can get bailed out of jail.
Yeah, you get bailed
Prison
out.
is the one that you would want to worry about.
Yeah, that's what I meant, obviously.
No,
Okay,
but if
okay.
you're going to prison,
Well,
like you're gonna go there and it's boys' night. I know you can have fun.
Yeah,
in there.
dude.
They're gonna have fun
Man,
with you.
They would
I'm not used to West Hollywood like you are, Daniel. I'm not gonna be accustomed to prison. Okay.
Damn, that's
they
crazy.
would eat you up.
Yeah, you be the belle of the ball.
Yeah,
dude.
you might actually have a good time in there, dude. You never, you haven't tried it, dude. Like it's like
fucking
vegan
stupid.
food.
I'll
It's like
try it.
vegan food. Like I'll try it.
I'll try
it
anything
man.
once. Yeah.
Yeah,
dude.
man.
Be open-minded.
Yep. That way, when you come back and someone's like, "Man, I hate prison," you're like, "Actually, dude, like."
Damn, what if prison is the thing I need?
That's the
Yeah.
place that you need to go to figure yourself out.
I get out of prison and they're like, this is so much nicer.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
just
dude.
thrive and shit like that.
Dude, I'd work out every day.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
With the worst form. I'd work out in prison with the worst form possible.
That
You'd
shit.
start playing basketball and everything. You'd be reading books.
I'd have
Yeah.
new friends.
You'd have a good prison job too. You'd probably be cooking and shit.
That'd be sick.
He'd
yeah.
be working at the library.
Damn,
Like
dude.
a comic book store, but just the hentai where they get the hentai.
If you were working at prison, do you think you would tell people like, "Shh, this is a library"?
Oh, for sure. I shush people. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And be like, "What the fuck you gonna do?" Library, bitch.
I'd have to join a gang, right?
Oh, for sure. Everybody has to join a gang in prison.
You had to kind of pick sides. It's very political.
I love
in
trying
that.
to explain that to like people from Silver Lake and shit that are woke, and I'm like, well, in prison, like you know, you can't do that shit.
Yeah,
you
like-
ha- you have to be.
Dude,
ra-
if
You kinda
anyone
thrive
from
with
Silver
racism
Lake, if
in
like
there.
a white dude from Silver Lake went to prison, he would have to become a Nazi.
100%.
That's fucking crazy, yeah.
Which happens, like, let's say these there's like white dudes in Silver Lake. Whatever, something that happens is like they drink and drive, and then they have to go to jail for like 15 years. If they kill somebody.
Yeah.
I'm like, good, congrats, you're racist now.
Yeah. Damn. That's.
you just hate black people now. That's like, yeah.
Oh man, to see any folks from like Silver Lake try to be like social justice warriors in prison, it's like, no, this is not gonna
It's
work
like-
out for you at all, dude.
That's like the whitest bro. Imagine like Robert Schultz like goes to prison, and then like he just has to be the leader of the Aryan Brotherhood.
he goes to prison and then all the prisoners are like, you're wearing the same shit from yesterday.
Like, switch it up, dude.
They're like, Robert, where did you get that pink sweater? How did you smuggle that thing in?
Yeah, people would still be trying to make content like TikToks and shit in prison. There's prisoners that do a good job of it, but there's no way that you can be like topical. You'd be like, why is this guy fucking talking about the news in prison?
Bro, he's talking about Astro World like in 2022.
Yeah, you do your
It's-
self tapes in prison.
Whenever I see people like the text threats from convicts in prison, they're always like, don't tell someone I had the phone though. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how they hide the
You
fucking
can
phones.
get in really big trouble for doing that sort
Bro,
of
you're
stuff.
already in prison. What the
You're already-
fuck else are they gonna do?
You're already in big trouble, my boy.
The thing that's like worse in there is when you go into solitary confinement. Like that's the
Oh.
worst part.
Has any of your family ever talked about solitary
My
confinement?
mom has been in it before.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
The
I forgot
whole-
what she did, but she was in solitary confinement, and I mean, she didn't really talk a lot about it. It probably fucked her up, but like
Well,
she
yeah,
was just like,
you're-
yeah, I was in that, and then the conversation ended. You know what's funny? I texted my mom the other day, and then at the end of it, she's like, well, yeah, that's cool. I love you. Keep in touch. And I was like, you're my fucking mom. What do you mean? Where are you going?
She's just chilling, dude. Let her do her thing.
Keep in touch.
Where you been?
Imagine your mom says that to you. Keep in
Well,
touch.
when I tell my mom I love you, she goes, okay, thank you.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
I'm like, all right, bitch. Like,
Oh my
I'm not gonna
God.
do that shit again.
That's wild,
It
dude.
is weird. Like sometimes, like parents, like you can see that they want to be like, loving,
Uh-huh.
but like they word it in such like a way where it's like still distant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not my parents. I feel like I'd be funnier, but my parents love me too much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you think you're babied to the most out of everybody?
Oh, probably.
You're the
yeah.
youngest,
right?
I'm also the most likable, dude. Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I say yes to a
I
lot
don't know,
of
man.
things.
Ponch is pretty cool.
Ponch
Yeah,
is
he's pretty
Ponch
cool,
is pretty
yeah.
cool, dude. But
Yeah.
sometimes he's got everyone's got an attitude. But I'm like, yeah, let's get to
All
it.
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
dude.
no attitude ever from Daniel.
No,
Yeah.
honestly, Dick, you should never talk about the word attitude because you're fucking like 2001 brats, dude. You got nothing but attitude. Jesus Christ, bro.
You mean I'm the hottest selling toy in the market, Daniel?
Are you
Is that
the
what-
hottest?
Yeah, they competed with Barbie.
Yeah.
They were the
Dude,
answer to Barbie.
brats were like really fucking popular.
Honestly,
Yeah,
would you
dude.
rather date a brat or a Barbie?
I
Brat.
would date a Brad, dude.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah,
I don't
dude.
know. I don't. Why can I have both?
I don't want to be in the dream house. I want to be in the trap house. You know, with the
Oh.
brat.
Who knows this thing about Ken over
Why,
here?
wait,
Yeah,
brats?
yeah,
Why'd
yeah.
you associate them with drugs, dude?
Because brats are like the closest thing to like
To Yoka because they're diverse.
No, not at
This
all.
fucking
There's
guy,
diversity
bro, I
in
can't-
Barbies too.
There's no.
They're starting to do like more diversity. There's been like Barbies that have like that are like differently abled and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, have you seen? I've seen the Latina Barbie. Have you seen the Latina Barbie? It's like it's like a Barbie except it has like it has fur on the back, their lower back, and on their arms.
That's so awful.
And you can touch it.
Your shit's worse than what I was saying.
And I'm like, bro, it's like a real Latina.
Oh my god.
I could feel the fur.
What are the phrases?
You gotta shave that shit every 2 days.
My
'cause it
God.
just grows.
You push a button, it's like,
Who you been with? Who you been with? This is your reference point.
I can't wait to clip
That's
that.
crazy.
I can't wait to clip that shit. dude.
Damn.
How you know I'm Latina? She looks like fucking Teen Wolf.
Oh my god. That's crazy. I'm not agreeing with any of what you said, but
Oh
yeah,
my god, that's so funny.
man.
You don't remember that at Irving?
Oh no, I don't remember.
You don't
that.
remember
No.
that? I feel so.
I remember all the girls at Irving being beautiful. I don't know what you're talking about.
My boy.
What? How do we jump to Barbie? Really?
Oh, we were talking about brats.
Brats.
Yeah, he called me a brat.
I called him a brat.
Yeah.
Oh, we're talking about attitude.
Oh, we're talking about
attitude.
attitude in
right.
prison and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
in prison.
The boy Kyle, the foo who.
Oh yeah, and it's weird how we like follow the breadcrumbs back to the original thing,
Yeah,
right?
but look, I like letting
Yeah.
shit flow. But this dude, right? He's crying on the stand, dude.
Yeah.
I like letting shit flow and talk about the Kyle Rittenhouse
I
trial.
don't think crying on a stand helps your case at all.
It doesn't, especially when you look
He's
ugly.
gonna get off.
Uh-huh.
For sure.
You think?
You think?
Do you think so?
I've seen the prosecution and I'm just like, these guys are idiots. Like this, and the
might be-
judge
Yeah.
wants him to get off.
They
So
might be fucking up on purpose, dude.
It's weird because it's supposed to be a jury of your peers, but I know that we all have different views on this, but I think you should do jury duty because otherwise you get a bunch of white old people that are going to side with someone like Kyle and get him free. If it's someone like the three of us, like
Yeah.
we know like this guy did some awful things and he was aware because he had so much time driving up to it. If you don't go to your jury duty, then people like that are going to be out in the street and maybe do it again. I would
Yeah.
for sure think that he would do it again.
have you done jury duty?
I had to postpone it because of school.
Then shut the fuck up.
I just because of school.
Dude, jury duty is literally the most demoralizing thing ever. They make you not want to be on jury duty so badly. When I had to do jury duty, I went all the way to the fucking East LA courthouse, and there was no Wi-Fi in that fucking building.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't even look at your phone all day.
Yeah.
And it's like, when I got called in, the judge was like, all right, it's too late. You guys have to come back another day. We pull up the next day. He goes, I have a fucking doctor's appointment. Pull up the next day.
Yeah.
And then we have to spend that entire time, and they're like going through the case. And by that point, I was like, I don't give a fuck if this person didn't do it. Like, they're going to go to jail, so I get the fuck out of here as quickly as
Oh my God.
possible.
That'd be so funny because it's like I don't give a fuck if this person did do it. I just like I'm gonna free them so I can go fucking home.
Isn't there like certain
Whatever
things?
the quickest option is,
Yeah.
if they want it, they get off. Fuck it. If that's the quickest way, I don't care.
There's certain criteria too, right? Or like if you answer yes to it, like certain biases and stuff, like or if it's yes, then you can't be in there, right?
If you say you're an active gang member or you have biases about certain gangs, then I think you can get out of it.
Is that
you
true?
might be able
I
to,
wouldn't be able to do jury duty
they-
because I'm like in direct relation to people
Yeah.
that have really bad offenses.
you might be able
They
to get out of
actually
it.
asked, like, do you know anyone who was recently arrested? And I was like, my friend Vince's uncle Carlos recently had a SWAT team fucking come
That's
after
a-
him.
and they flip through and it says Uncle Carlos. And that's like, yeah, dude.
What if you're like really down bad and they're like, all right, do you have like any racial biases? And you're like, maybe, and then you just like have a Sharpie of a swastika on your chest. Like, sir, did you draw that right now? I'm like, no, I really.
It's an Ed Sheeran tattoo. You're like, I'll let you decipher that
That's
however
an
you
Ed
want.
Sheeran tattoo? Did you say that? Yeah. Alright, I'm
the
sorry,
fuck would
you're getting
somebody-
kicked out.
what would
Yeah.
I have the lyrics to I'm in love with your body.
Yeah, Shape of You.
That's
yeah,
it,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm in love with the Shape of You.
That's who
Yeah.
wrote that song for Rihanna.
Oh, really?
For,
That's true?
not for her, but for her to sing it.
Oh, and he's like, I'll just keep it.
He
Yeah.
also
He just-
wrote Rude Boy.
Ed Sheeran wrote Rude Boy. That is crazy.
He wrote S&M also.
He wrote that song for the Island Boys too.
I'm an island, dude. That thing's so good.
It was supposed to go to John Mayer. It was supposed to go to John Mayer. But then these two kids picked it up and they're like, I'm running with it.
Just run it, just take it, dude.
Yeah.
Quentin Miller's over here.
Oh
dude.
my god, that's crazy.
that's-
It's interesting to see like how you can write in someone else's voice and they can take that. You know?
You've written me like I think at least 3 tags.
I write
you know?
tags for a lot of people actually.
Yeah.
You know?
Sometimes I wish I could just have one of your jokes and just like make them my own. I just like be silly with it.
When I die, you guys can pick the jokes that you like the most and just keep them.
I
curves
feel like
it.
the gangster joke has to stay on its own.
Oh,
you know,
that's
Okay, yeah.
that gets retired. That's
Yeah.
your Jersey
That's your
retirement.
number
I'm
23.
excited to tell that joke at a very special place.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
gonna be really cool.
Don't tell us because
Yeah, I want. Yeah, I'll say it later when it happens. But yeah,
Banana.
in hell.
in hell, yeah. I'm doing it at Astro World.
Yeah, that'd be crazy to perform at Astro if you like performed. I'd be like,
It would be cool.
I'd be willing to get crushed.
You would.
Daniel and I brought this up
Wait,
at
can you imagine Astro, but it's like an open mic? So like instead of dying listening to like a lit Drake song, you're just hearing somebody just like, so what do you guys want to talk about?
Yeah.
because we literally talked about that at the pipe mic.
Uh-huh.
So at the open mic that we host,
You're welcome to come by.
yeah, there used to be like a halfway house in the back alley, and so sometimes the ambulance would pull up to take people out of the halfway house, and it would happen during the open mic. So it'd straight up be like someone's on stage and you see an ambulance with the lights on in the background, and the person's being lifted into it, and you just hear, "So dating's weird in LA, huh?"
And they said it was so much sincerity, like someone's life is not changing right behind you, and you have the least amount of things going on in your actual life that you talk about dating.
Yeah,
crazy.
People were like screaming, "Stop the mic! Stop the mic!" And I'm just like pressing the smoke machine, and I'm just like,
I'm on stage being like, "Put your motherfucking middle fingers up in the air."
I was like, I hate going to the beach with Mexico. Playing the hits.
Like Eagle Rock, where you at?
Yeah, and the mayor of Eagle Rock was just like, we can't believe this happened.
The mayor of Eagle Rock is a man, but that has an eagle's head.
Yeah. Dude, the fucking Travis Scott apology video is so goddamn funny.
It's being duetted by so many people.
He looks like Usher, like in a confession video. It's just like, What you mean?
Stop playing with me. That confession video is so goddamn funny.
Yeah.
It can be applied to any situation.
Dude.
Well, when someone asks you why you like that person's picture, you're like, oh man. Like it slipped through the timeline.
I'm just trying to get to the bottom of this. Me and Houston PD are just trying to figure out why I like that picture. Right now, we're trying to get in touch with the people
who've been directly affected,
who like that picture.
That's crazy.
Oh shit! All right, this thing stopped recording. We're gonna take a quick break. We're back with Sleepover.
Hi.
Well, something happened with the thing. We ran out of, I don't know, because
You ran out of juice. Sometimes you finish when you're not expecting.
We're getting,
it's okay.
It's cool. What's
okay.
What's
there's no shame in it.
Don't get fucking mad at me. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the longest you've ever gone, Vince? Beyond, look.
Longest I've ever gone,
Yeah,
like what? Having sex?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think an hour maybe.
An hour of
Yeah.
same stroke?
What do you mean same stroke?
Like you did a nut for an hour.
Before
It was fun.
when we had a little break, I was like, "Oh, Daniel's just gonna ask Vince questions that only he can answer, and I'm gonna sit over here." And he's like, "Yeah, just contribute." Oh, how am I gonna contribute to the fucking conversation of how fucking long Vince lasts? You fucking idiot.
Yeah.
If I ask Vince a question, I'm gonna ask you it next.
You're fucking stupid.
Lewis,
dude.
my boy, I know.
Obviously, you just wanted to talk about Vince's dick
That's
at some
funny,
point.
dude. We gotta add that onto the
Look,
side.
it's something I do for the fans. So the fans.
I really doubt anyone's clamoring for this
Bro,
fucking
They're
content.
like, yes, and then they unsubscribe because they got the answer.
The fans love an hour, dude. Oh my god, what a
That's
while.
it.
You know what,
Hey, when
Daniel?
people
What's the
ask
longest you've lasted?
Bro, you know when people box, right?
Okay, you didn't give us a
Let
fucking...
me give the announcement. When people box,
You've been doing the thing where you hug in the middle so you can last longer.
but you don't do that shit. It's called strategy, Vince. It's called strategy.
That's so funny. Yeah.
It's a sport. It's a sweet science, is what it is.
Yeah.
The people box for 3 minutes and they take a little break. You know what I mean? This food goes like an hour long. Like
Yeah, dude.
that shit gets boring.
Well, when people, I don't know, but I like it.
He switches it up.
When people ask me how long can you do, I'm like, you talking about comedy? Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody gave Vince the light and he just kept on going. But look,
Yeah, dude, you did a good job that day.
you're so stupid. Did I have the light or was I going?
You were gone, dude.
You know what I mean? Well, you just played an Astro World song, right? Or you played
Just a Travis Scott.
Travis
That
Scott
was
song, yeah.
debuted at.
Yeah,
I think you debuted at. Yeah.
Escape Plan. Did you like the song?
Yeah, it was cool.
So wait, would you guys all go to Astro World 2022?
No, because it's too expensive.
You know those things aren't that expensive, right?
It actually wasn't that expensive. I just didn't want to go.
Yeah.
But isn't it also... It's hard to get the tickets. You have to end up paying resale.
Not really, no. We could have bought them immediately.
Oh, we should have gone there.
Yeah, we did. I mean, that's why I said
They released more tickets also, which I think is also a big thing, is
Yeah.
that they knew it was at capacity, and they're like, oh, here's a few more.
Yeah, and then he said he wanted to sneak people in.
Yeah. Anyway, to that though, would I go? It depends on who's on the lineup. There's a few people, only a handful of people I would still want
Honestly,
to see.
just seeing this past lineup, I wasn't that impressed.
Honestly, I feel like I'm aging out of concerts. I don't want to go to concerts
Yeah?
as much as I used to.
I thought that lineup was pretty hot.
Who was on it?
No, it was a really. I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, Travis Scott, well,
Okay.
it was just fine. You know what I mean? Bad Bunny, which is honestly worth the ticket price for me because his tickets are like $1,000 for the nosebleeds at Staples Center. Earth, Wind, and Fire was there.
That's really random.
But honestly, I would want to see him. Imagine
For
fucking-
September?
No, dude, Earth, Wind, and Fire has. I'm a wedding DJ, dude. They have a lot of songs.
Yeah.
So it's hitting one person in the crowd. Okay,
Those are
I got
my-
it.
You don't
Those
think
are-
people
those
would
are
want to see
favorite
Earth, Wind,
elements,
and Fire?
too.
Remember that festival they're having in LA in December, where they have like 50 Cent, The Game. They're having like Al Green, fucking like all
That
these-
concert feels really weird too.
Dude, it's gonna be the most gang. But you know which one I'm talking about? Once Upon a Time
lot
in
of
LA.
people play Al Green and stuff like
Al
that.
Green, Brenton Wood, all the oldies, and then they're gonna have like 50 Cent and one other thing. That shit's gonna be crazy. I wish I was
Yeah.
going. That's gonna be wild, dude.
I don't know how many more shows I'll see 50 Cent at.
Really? Why?
Well, because he's more of a businessman. Same thing with
When was
with
last time he
Diddy.
performed?
Yeah.
Like you don't see Diddy on lineups.
Yeah. That's true. I would love to see 50 Cent live, dude. I think 50 is underrated. You know?
Really?
You ever just go through somebody's like catalog and be like, damn, you got this many hits?
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. A lot has been going on though recently.
Yeah.
In our lives. Look, you know?
I mean, you specifically mentioned having a bad month.
I had a bad month. You had a great month. Lewis had a bad month. Why was your month bad again?
I just didn't like it.
Like you didn't like it, like
the month or like the October or just what was occurring? Oh, you got the news. That's probably what that'll dampen some shit.
Yeah, and then just I don't know, everything else. Nothing really ever made me happy in October, I guess.
The Dodgers lost too.
Dodgers lost.
Yeah, that's always rough.
Yeah, I mean,
except I'm used to that. They beat the Giants, and that was my World Series at this point. You know,
it's like you slay a dragon, but you're mortally wounded to lose the war. You know what I mean?
That's how Beowulf does.
Is that true?
Yeah, at the very end, he kills a dragon, but he's so wounded that he's not able to go on.
Ah, I see. Yeah. So he's very much like the Dodgers. It's a Greek tragedy.
That's not Greek.
Is it not Greek?
It's like a Viking story. It's like really old and passed down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For some, Beowulf definitely seems like it's a Greek story to me.
No, it's like Nordic.
Oh, really? I thought it was something like Troy or you know the Greeks, man. They have all these crazy ideas.
I know a lot about those stories, but I've heard the name Beowulf before.
Mm-hmm. I've seen the movie with Angelina Jolie. She's looking kind of cute, but it's like CGI.
She's Grendel's mom in that movie.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Grendel's a crazy ass name.
Look, I won't say a lot about it, but I saw this cartoon called Over the Garden Wall.
Mm-hmm.
I think you specifically would love it so much. It's so cute.
I always missed it when it was on TV. I wasn't able to
That's
record
why I watched
it.
it. That's why I watched it. It was so cute. It was so funny. I talked to Cam Gabinski about it, and he's like, "I'm so jealous of anybody," and I agree, that watches it for the first time because it's so damn funny.
I've never seen this.
Yeah, you should check it out. It's on HBO Max, and it's one of the greatest cartoons I've seen in a long time. I love cartoons.
Really?
I will put it up at the top.
I don't know, man.
The best cartoons that I've seen.
I don't know, man.
One Piece. Well, this is different because it's not anime, and it's like a whole different genre. It's like very
So it's on HBO Max and it's a cartoon about
It was
what?
a Cartoon Network show or like a limited series.
It was a limited series. Yeah.
Are they about it?
Elijah Wood is in it.
What's it about?
It's about like I can't really.
Go into it blind.
Yeah.
Why do you need the?
Dick, it's a premise. What is it about? What the fuck is it about? Tell me what this shit is about. Pirates looking for One Piece. What is this shit about?
Oh, that doesn't bring it down.
It's two kids that get lost and try and find their way back home, but you don't really understand why it's happening until the end of the thing.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Two kids are lost. I've been lost.
They're
before.
lost in the forest.
Oh, that's
like
crazy.
an enchanted forest full of like a bunch of crazy stuff.
Crazy critters. It's like
Crazy critters.
It's like Happy Tree Friends, then, huh?
What's that?
I don't think I've seen that.
Remember Happy Tree Friends, that YouTube show where it's just like squirrels getting murdered, but in cartoon?
Isn't that like it runs on like the South Park thing? No.
It's very South Park.
Christmas Critters.
Yeah.
They came up with that episode in like 4 days.
That's crazy.
Because they usually take like a week, but that one specifically, I saw like the documentary for it where they were like, yeah, we didn't have an idea for that show until Friday, and the show comes out Wednesday. So it's like, yeah, it was a super time crunch, and
they make that show like how fast do they usually make it? Like regularly?
In a week.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can tell. Dude, I hate South Park.
Really?
Yeah.
I used to like it. Yeah.
I rewatch all the recent South Park stuff, and it still holds up for me.
Really?
I really like South Park. Yeah.
It's too mean.
You don't like mean comedy?
No, not really.
You guys, I'm going home.
You're always saying that in the car, dude. I swear.
Lewis?
You're saying that all the time.
I really don't.
You said Eric Cartman is the reason why you do stand up. That's what you have said so many times.
That show smells like Mountain Dew. No, I don't like South Park.
We're in Daniel's car. He's like, you will respect my authority.
He's like, you guys killed Kenny.
You know the kids.
Vince, you fucking Jew.
You know the kids that really liked like Cartman and Stewie. Like
you.
That
Dude,
shit,
you
no.
love Stewie.
Dude, you're always quoting Stewie.
What are you talking about? I was a
Whenever we tell you something you don't understand, you're like, what the deuce?
Yeah.
You're so fucking stupid. That shit's crazy. Quagmire. I love Quagmire though. Vince is a real Quagmire.
Yeah, dude. You're like Joe, dude. You're the police guy.
All right.
Yeah.
I want to be Cleveland.
Yeah.
Cleveland. I heard like Cleveland's voiced by a black guy now or something like that.
Oh, it was always a white guy.
Yeah.
It was a guy who also did Herbert the Pervert.
Really?
Oh,
That's
really?
really
Yeah.
funny.
Wow.
But yeah, they made a black guy voice Cleveland, which I don't really get because I didn't even think Cleveland sounded like a black guy.
He was.
Yeah. Maybe that was the joke.
Yeah, that's why I'm like,
Yeah.
you probably have to change it. He's not a really black people don't really have a specific.
It's crazy that when The Simpsons got rid of Apu, they actually wrote an episode where they cut off Apu's hands and is like they broke all his teeth so they could never identify the body and they threw him into the ocean.
Oh my god.
That is crazy. Yeah,
Oh, Jesus
I
Christ.
heard about that. Yeah. Our friend that works for The Simpsons, he told us that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, our friend that works for The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Matt Groening's out of pocket for that.
We've had 2 friends that have worked for The Simpsons.
Oh yeah. Shit.
Nice, dude. I'm not a
Daniel's
big.
had no friends that works at The Simpsons.
I'll be honest.
Look, we don't like to drop names, but our 2 friends are Dana Gould and Conan O'Brien. All right.
If I could have the Dragon Balls, and one wish that I would have, it would be to eliminate the Simpsons world at Universal Studios.
Oh, dude, I love The Simpsons
Rid of it
world.
all. I'd be like, and Shenron would be like, "Are you sure? I can give you eternal life." I'm like, "Nah, honest, I'll get this shit again." But just take away that fucking ride, take away that whole land, get rid of it all.
It's like a corner.
I think it's
I hate
a
it.
cool concept, but there's not enough Simpsons things there besides like the things to take pictures with that make it fun.
Yeah.
I like that they did the thing where you get to watch clips from it, and that's very fun.
I always like seeing the clips waiting for that line.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd rather live in like Family Guy world, honestly.
Family Guy World.
We
Yeah,
can-
which is
we
why
can
I would
tell.
say you're always talking about it.
Yeah, I like Family Guy so much more than this. But if we can get anything, it'd be so cool just to have King of the Hill. King of the Hill.
Oh, King of the Hill?
Ireland?
Damn.
Ireland?
That's my favorite Fox show that's come out.
Dude,
yeah.
it's like just Texas.
That's like a top 3 show for me in general. Dude, King of the Hill is so fucking great.
When it comes to Fox, it's King of the Hill, then their news. I love those 2 things. Those are the 2 things I love from Fox.
You love their corporate policies with women.
Yeah. I love Wolf Blitzer.
Dang it, Vince.
Yeah. I would love
That
King of the Hill
that
to get
boy ain't
rebooted.
right.
I've talked to you guys about this. I want King of the Hill to get rebooted because I think it would be so fun.
Do you think Hank Hill would have voted Trump?
I think Hank Hill would have taken Bobby to Astroworld.
Oh, Bobby Hill. Dad.
Dad, it's part of the concert. Then Hank has to go on stage and stop Travis from going on with the concert. He's like, oh my god.
You know who's in there? It's like, Becky Hill. Where's my son?
Boom Howard's the one calling down, dang old Astral, dang old 100,000.
Dale Gribble's like, we opened a portal to hell.
Yeah. Oh, man, that'd be such a crazy episode
Bill
of King of the Hill. Bill dies, yeah. No, wait, Bill is celebrated. They think he's a rapper at the concert because of the way he dressed. He just got fucked up at the concert and he's dressed all crazy. Damn. This episode is writing itself.
That's
Oh,
great.
man.
Yeah, dude, like Nancy is there, and then Dale Caesar with John Radcourt. He's like, what are you doing here?
John, I had no idea you love Travis Scott.
Oh, man, dude. That would be so fucking
I just think like their conservative stance would be so funny right now, especially.
It would
yeah.
be. And it'd make, like, he would write like a Mike
Oh,
Judge.
Dale would be a Trump guy for sure.
For sure,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
He'd
yeah.
be a QAnon
Oh,
guy.
yeah, he'd be QAnon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dale would have been at the Capitol on January 6th. He would have been there.
And then the
would've-
guys would have gone to go and save Dale.
Yeah.
Dang it, Dale. I think he makes, like, both sides, like, seem... I don't know. He makes fun of them, like, equally, There's
Yeah.
a bunch of dumb liberals on King of the Hill.
Or there'd be like a character arc where he has an epiphany and he realizes that he's actually a liberal.
Mm-hmm. Dude,
his
he has a
yeah.
meltdown.
Yeah.
They actually deal with an episode with gentrification in King of the Hill.
Yeah,
and it's a battle
There
of
was a
Latino
really good
neighborhood.
episode,
Yeah.
with Enrique and everything. Yeah.
it is funny as fuck that the one Mexican character in King of the Hill is crying all the time.
Oh, yeah.
It makes so much fucking sense.
I swear, Joseph looks Mexican, dude. John Radcourt's son.
He's half native.
Yeah, but
Joseph,
he
yeah.
he has that mustache. I'm like, this dude looks.
Yeah.
We'll claim him. I'll claim him.
That's funny. Yeah.
That show is so good, though.
It's so good.
That's why-
King of the Hill will be my favorite from all the animated shows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think for sure. It's one of those shows that you could watch. There's something about just like dumb white people that look.
It's
I
every-
see-
it's everyday life.
Oblivious
Yeah,
white
yeah.
like that. I think is the funniest shit, or because it just feels relatable to everybody. Like King of the Hill.
Yeah.
My Name is Earl.
Yeah.
For me, I love Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah.
That
I've never
shit-
seen that actually.
Dude, it's so funny. It's like my favorite shit. Who's in here? Close that door.
That's really
'Cause I feel like the other shows that were on Fox, like Family Guy or The Simpsons,
Uh-huh.
and what was the other one?
There's Bob's Burgers. That one's solid.
Bob's-
That one,
Oh,
but that
yeah.
one's a different kind of comedy, I think.
American Dad.
Yeah.
I prefer American Dad over Family Guy.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Wow.
I can't watch it because that alien is just too damn ugly.
Roger.
I think
Yeah.
Roger's a better sidekick than Brian is.
Really?
Yeah.
When they had a crossover episode, someone saw Roger and they're like, "What kind of dog is that?" And he goes, "I was about to ask you the same thing," and he points at Meg.
That's funny.
I remember once I had this job. It was I was working like a production gig, and
Yeah.
then they were setting up a party at Seth MacFarlane's house for
Yeah.
a Christmas party, and this fool literally dropped $1 million for this party.
Wow.
He's
I've
got that
never-
money.
Dude,
He's
I've
got
never
that fuck
seen
you money.
like production like they built like a banquet hall out of a tennis court. and it looked like a fucking banquet hall. And we're tearing down all this shit, and then I'm about to go home, and I see this fool just typing on his keyboard, like inside his house, like just alone. And I'm like, this fool's really dropping another hit right now.
Wow,
Really,
yeah.
I'm out here working with some, listening to like an iPod with like a broken screen, and he's in there just writing Ted 2, and I'm like, damn, man,
yeah.
how can I be that guy?
He's just writing Diggity 1,000 times.
Did he write that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
He's the
Gotcha.
voice of Ted.
Because Ted's voice is just Peter Griffin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Is
that's
it?
right. And Mark
Dude, listen-
Wahlberg is in it.
Yeah. Mark Wahlberg. Are you guys
Mark
excited?
Wahlberg would have stopped Astro World.
Are you guys excited for when they make an Astro World movie, but it's Mark Wahlberg as a cop, and he
Yeah.
still has a Boston accent in Texas? He's like, we gotta get these people out of here.
My family's in there.
My family's in there. Travis, stop the damn show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's.
He calls him Tony Scott because he's racist. He just thinks all of them are.
That shit, dude. I would have stopped Astro World.
Yeah, dude.
Can you imagine?
I can't.
Yeah,
man.
they would have played your stand-up and everyone would have been like, let's get out of here.
Just fucking you lose something. He's like, thank you for coming to see me.
Whatever you say, Louis, I think that's the funniest thing.
I forgot that was the thing I said.
Vince is like, that's the funniest thing you're gonna say, and then that's it. For the next 10 minutes, I don't know what you're doing, my boy. That shit's crazy. Vince, how you doing?
I'm good, man.
Your eyes are scrolling. You look like you're trying to land this plane now.
No, I'm hungry. I will admit that I'm hungry.
you're
man.
hungry, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you guys want to go, what, like 5 more minutes? 3 more minutes?
We do 5 more.
5 more
Yeah,
minutes,
yeah.
dude. Look.
Can I talk about the one thing I want to talk about?
For
Yeah.
sure. I don't know why you don't talk
Alright,
about
alright.
this shit. Like,
Papa John's.
alright, that's been sleepovers. We'll see you now.
Papa John's wants to get back into the pizza game. I read the article about it. He wants to return to pizza, which I think is crazy because, guys, he had stocks that he cashed out of, like I think 2017 or whatever, 2018. He has at least $500 million.
Oh,
No, I'm sorry. It's $500 million, which is $500 million.
Yeah,
half of a billion.
That shit was a roller coaster because, like, okay, he's that broke. Then I'm like, no way, he's almost as rich as Kanye.
I'm correcting what I said. So he has $500 million from stocks and stuff like that, but he wants to come back to pizza. If you had that much money, would you fucking care about pizza?
It's his pride, dude.
Yeah, but like,
You mentioned this, but on Monday, a guy at an open mic came up to me and he goes, do you host a hot dog open mic too?
Yeah.
And I've never been more offended not to be associated with hot dogs
Yeah.
in my life. So yes, I would want to get back into the pizza game.
Yeah.
I understand his mindset.
but like, how can you revolutionize pizza even more? Everybody likes it, and everybody like knows what it can do.
Yeah.
It's crazy because this is a rich man.
Uh-huh.
He's so rich. This man was eating pizza almost every day of his
Yeah.
life.
Uh-huh.
Why would you do that?
He's literally like Virgil. He's like, put the cheese in the crust.
Yeah. He invented stuffed crust pizza. Yeah.
He's like-
pizza took him from
He's like, pizza.
calzones are just like pizza burritos.
Yeah, I like
I don't
calzones.
like calzones.
Calzones
I
are
kind of
good.
like them. Yeah.
I feel like eating a calzone right now.
Yeah.
Dude, calzones, I remember when they had them in middle school, I was like, man, that shit's bomb. But the pizza was whack, but the calzone was good. Craziness, dude.
It's funny because like this guy said such awful things in a conference call, and he believes that he should not have lost his pizza empire because he had to give it up.
Yeah.
I think Shaq is now the spokesperson for pizza for all of pizza for Papa John's pizza.
I could tell, dude. That guy's a big dude. That's great. I mean, what did he say? He wanted, like, he...
Shaq is Papa John's in
Yeah.
like a mechanical suit
He said the N-word or something, right, in the meeting?
multiple times. Yeah.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
Was he quoting a song or was he quoting a Drake song?
Yeah.
God damn, Papa.
Does Drake really say the N-word?
Oh my God!
He
I think
says it a lot.
literally Mexicans say the N-word because Drake said it so much in 2013, and they're like, "Well, we can't sing along to the song."
I like that you imagine that all Mexicans are respected as Drake as much as you are.
Dick, you don't act like they're not. Look at Instagram and just look at captions. Mexicans love
Yeah,
Drake.
look at
dude.
any girl's profile
Look at any
picture.
girl's profile too, dude.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, a lot of N-word
Yeah, I
quotes.
stand by my shit, dude. Recant your statement right now.
Redact.
Redact. Louis Linus redacts his attack. Yeah.
I think this has been a pretty good episode.
I think it's been pretty hot, man. We're giving an extra long one for the people.
Yeah, we had to do it. We'll be posting regularly. If you have any questions that you've been longing to ask us, let us know.
Yeah.
Follow us on Instagram, on our socials and stuff. We
Yeah.
have a lot of shows coming up,
We
actually.
have shows coming up. I'll be at We Know Vino and Glendale. Was that Glendale, Los Feliz?
Atwater.
Atwater, I guess.
Yes.
November 20th, and then we'll also be, what do you call it? Where are we going?
Yeah.
Sacktown, baby.
Sacramento. We'll be in Sacramento on December 1st.
Yeah, and Lewis specifically.
I'll be at your girl's house.
Oh shit! Every day.
Lewis specifically said DM him for his take on Kyle Rittenhouse because he has a lot to say and he didn't want
I literally didn't want to talk about him at all in this podcast. That guy looks like a bitch.
I'm surprised you talked about him. Honestly.
Why?
Yeah.
I fucking that shit. I hate that food.
Yeah.
Just
Dude.
seeing his face, I don't want to talk about that guy.
I want to cook that boy.
It's funny. I think you've been more political lately than I've ever.
I don't even
seen
think that
you.
shit is political, bro. If you bring a strap to a place, don't get surprised when people are like, "You have a fucking machine gun."
Yeah.
Like Mike, if I
assault rifle
if I
or whatever,
see
right?
somebody with a goddamn machine gun, my goal is to be like, "How do we get that shit away from him?" Because you're not supposed to have that machine gun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's crazy. That's nuts.
And that's us, guys. We're
All right,
nuts.
We're nuts, dude. All right, This has been Sleepover. We're fucking back. That's for everybody. Sleepover is on the way, and that's for anybody that's in the way.
Stay close,
How many
guys.
cheat captions can we say right now before we wrap this episode up?
Fuck, I couldn't think of anything.
Spoiler alert. Damn, I can't say that
All right,
one.
guys. Thank you so much. I'm Vince Caldera.
I'm Danny Cabral.
I'm Luis Lemus.
See you guys next time.